So, not to do much. Today I'm just here to uh, talk about the games that happened yesterday. But before I do that, for the fact that I've not been available for some days now, I also want to brief on the Friday games that happened in the African Cup of Nations quarterfinals and down to Saturday and then Sunday. So, of course, on Friday we had Mali Senegal, and Senegal beating Mali 1-0 in a game where Mali should have done better, but they didn't have the chance to move forward to the, of course, semi-finals where they should be facing a bigger team. So they dropped down in the quarterfinals. Senegal went through, and of course, down to Cameroon, Morocco. Morocco beating Cameroon 2-0. What a beautiful win for Morocco. Of course, I feel like Cameroon also shot themselves on the leg in this game. They also shot themselves on the leg in this game because they were so relaxed. They were so confused. They were so lackluster. Like especially their midfield. Their midfield uh, were nowhere to be found. They were just so confused, and they weren't in the game at all in that one. And over to of course, excuse me, over to the Saturday game. Yes, this is the one that I want to really talk about. We had Egypt's Ivory Coast. Yes, Egypt Ivory Coast. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to break down this. We had this was a game where on paper Ivory Coast somehow looked like they were the better side on paper, but Egypt just found a way to show themselves why they are called the Pharaohs. Show themselves why they are called the Pharaohs. And I mean, what they go from Omar Mamouche, Mohamed Salah had one of his best games throughout the tournament in this game for Egypt. Like he was just so mobile and so you know reliable in this game for the Egyptian side. Yes, so they were able to do that. And when you have Mohamed Salah in his full form, in his full flight, and then you have players like Umar Mamouche and the rest, I mean, you're just going to do a lot. You're just going to be doing a lot, especially with Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king, the Pharaoh. I mean, he's like the leader of the team. He's the one that pushes that team and then just take them to where they need to be. And in this game, of course, throughout the game, the possession was totally dominated by Ivory Coast. So they had more possession. They had everything for themselves, but not a win. Of course, starting Ivory Coast, and then from there, Egypt just took it on through, scored three goals at once, and then of course, Ivory Coast threatened to come back in the match later or towards the rounding of the match. And I mean, if they would have played that way, if they would have played in the the way they played in the last 20 minutes of the game, if they would have played that way, I'm sure they would have gotten a better result than what they got here. Maybe you would have gone to penalties, and who knows, it's anybody's game. And from there, but they I don't know, maybe they over anticipated the match, or I don't know, I don't even understand why they play that way or why they allowed Egypt to just run through them like that. But Egypt is a good side too as well. But like I said, on paper, Ivory Coast has more on paper, uh, and that's why you can see they dominated the game. They dominated most part of everything in this game. Equal shots on targets were both shared by both teams, but Ivory Coast had it in their favor to be able to win this game. I'm sure a lot of people must have anticipated Ivory Coast winning this game, but they allowed Egypt to come in, and then they scored their goals, and then it was too late for them to start um, looking for a late minute equalizer to take it to penalty shootout, and that's how it ended. The Egyptians Pharaohs have gone through, and so it's going to be a difficult one for them going forward due to the team that are going to be facing next. So let's see how it goes. Of course, peace out.